Nidaros Cathedral stands tall in Trondheim, Norway. This architectural marvel is not just a building, it is a testament to the skill and dedication of its builders. It is a sight to behold, with intricate Gothic details that captivate the eye. The cathedral is grand and imposing, standing as a beacon of history and faith. Its history is long and rich, filled with stories of kings, queens, and common folk. Construction began in 1070, marking the start of an era. People came from all over to see it built, drawn by the promise of something magnificent. It took centuries to complete, with each generation adding their own touch. Today, it is a symbol of Norway's past and a beacon of its cultural heritage. Nidaros Cathedral is important for another reason. It is a place of spiritual significance. It is the national shrine of Norway, a place where the nation's heart beats. Kings and queens were crowned there, adding to its regal aura. Important events were celebrated within its walls, making it a witness to history. The cathedral has witnessed centuries of history, each moment captured in its stained glass windows. It has seen joy and sorrow reflecting the human experience. It has seen peace and war. The cathedral is beautiful, yet it holds many secrets, but it also has a dark side, shrouded in mystery and legend. People whisper of a ghost that haunts its halls, adding to its eerie allure. This ghost is known as the Bloody Monk, a spectral figure that adds to the cathedral's mystique. The year was 1924, a time when the world was still recovering from the Great War. Bishop Marie Gleditsch, a pioneering woman in the church, was visiting the grand cathedral. She was alone in the vast, echoing building. It was late, and the sun was setting, casting long shadows through the stained glass windows. As she walked down the aisle, she felt an unexpected chill. She stopped abruptly and turned around, her heart pounding. There, in the shadows, stood a figure, barely visible in the dim light. It was a monk dressed in a dark robe. His hood was pulled over his head, obscuring his features. But she could see his face. It was pale and gaunt, with hollow eyes, and it was covered in blood, a sight that sent shivers down her spine. Bishop Gleditsch was shocked and horrified. She had never seen anything like it before in her life. The monk stared at her for a moment, his eyes filled with sorrow. Then, without a sound, he vanished into thin air. Bishop Gleditsch was a woman of deep faith. She didn't believe in ghosts or apparitions, but what she saw that night shook her to her core, leaving her questioning the very nature of reality. The Bloody Monk has been seen many times since 1924. People say he roams the cathedral at night. Some say he is harmless. Others say he is a bad omen. Those who claim to have seen him tell similar stories. They say he appears suddenly. Then he vanishes just as quickly. Some hear chanting coming from the empty cathedral. Others hear organ music, even when no one is playing. No one knows who the Bloody Monk is. Some say he was a monk who was murdered in the cathedral. Others say he is a guardian spirit, protecting the cathedral from harm. Whatever the truth, the Bloody Monk is a part of Nidaros Cathedral's lore. The story of the Bloody Monk is part of a larger tradition, one that has been whispered through the ages. Norway has a rich history of folklore filled with tales that have shaped its cultural identity. Trolls, hulders, and other mystical creatures populate Norwegian myths and legends, each with their own unique stories. These stories were passed down through generations, often told by the fireside on cold, dark nights. They taught lessons about morality, courage, and the power of nature, embedding wisdom in their narratives. The Bloody Monk fits into this tradition, a spectral figure that haunts the corridors of Nidaros Cathedral. He is a reminder of the mysteries that surround us, the unseen forces that linger in the shadows. He is a symbol of the unknown, a figure that challenges our understanding of reality. Some dismiss the stories as mere superstition, relics of a bygone era. Others believe they hold a grain of truth, a connection to the past that cannot be easily dismissed. What do you think? Is the Bloody Monk real, a ghostly presence that haunts the cathedral halls? Or is he just a figment of our imaginations, a story created to explain the unexplainable? Visit Nidaros Cathedral and decide for yourself. Walk the ancient halls and feel the history around you, but be warned, you might just catch a glimpse of the Bloody Monk, a fleeting shadow in the corner of your eye.